Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. My name is Hernan and I'm going to be talking about Russia. Now, Russia is, in my opinion, a very interesting place, so I'm going to be talking to you about the general information about Russia, economic information about Russia, as well as some things that I found interesting myself.
Пусть бегут неуклюже пешеходы по лужам, а вода по асфальту рекой.
First of all, let's talk about Russia's geography. Russia is the largest country in the world and shares borders with 14 countries. These countries being Norway, Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Ukraine, among others. Its capital is Moscow and has a population of 10,126,422 persons. And Russia is so big that it has spans in 9 time zones and uses the Coordinated Universal Time, or the UTC, as an abbreviation.
Оставит мне в подарок 500 эскимо. Ах, я играю на гармошке у прохожих.
As I said before, Moscow has 10 million inhabitants, but Russia itself has almost 147 million on a surface of 17 million square kilometers. So that itself gives a population of 9 people per square kilometer, which is a very low population per square kilometer compared to other countries. Russia has about 160 ethnic groups who speak in about 100 different languages. Russian is the only official language nationwide, but the Constitution of Russia gives the republics of Russia the option, or the right, you could say, to establish a second language as the co-official language of the zone.
Калинка моя, в саду ягода, малинка, малинка.
And now that we're talking about the constitution, according to the Constitution of Russia, the president of Russia is the head of state and of a multi-party system with executive power exercised by the government, headed by the prime minister, who is appointed by the president with the parliament's approval, and the legislative power is vested in the two houses of the Federal Assembly of the Russian Federation, while the president and the government issue numerous legally binding bylaws. The military history of the modern-day Russian Federation has antecedents involving the Rus, who built Kiev, the Mongol invasions on the early 30th century, Russia's numerous wars against Turkey, against Poland, against Lithuania, against Sweden, the Seven Years' War, France, especially with the Napoleonic Wars and the Crimean War, which lasted of 1856 to 1853 to 1856. The 20th century saw the two world wars and the Cold War, and the military history of the Russian Federation itself began in 1991.
Невиданный полет, мы сознаем, как крепнет флот воздушный, наш первый в мире пролетарский флот. Все выше, выше и выше, стремим мы в полет наших кит.
And now to finish, I'm gonna talk to you about the 5 most recognizable Russians today. You could argue that there may be some people who was more important, more interesting, but I'm talking about right now. First of all, and on number 1, Vladimir Putin, who doesn't know the actual Russian president. Number 2, we have Mikhail Gorbachev, who was another Russian president and a politician, but he was active on the 80s and 90s. Number 3, we have Alexander Ovechkin, which is the most famous and better hockey player right now on the world. On fourth place, we have Lev Tolstoy, which was a writer, a Russian writer, and you could say that he was the most important Russian writer. And finally, we have Pyotr Tchaikovsky, which was a musician, as many of you may know. Tchaikovsky was one of the best musicians in his time. And that will be all on my behalf. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you soon. Take care.